Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
Welcome to Saturday Night Indianapolis. It is time for another episode of Real Scene TV.
We're back on the couch at our studios in the 247 Sky Bar, giving you an inside look at our city.
It's January, which means, of course, it is freezing cold outside Indiana, but it's not as bad as they thought.
No, it's not as bad as you thought. It's terrible for me.
I'll be honest, anything that goes below 0 is too cold for me, but it was supposed to be worse than last year, which at this point,
let's say it's not as bad as last year.
It's not as bad as, I'll take that. I would agree with that.
I was stuck in my house with no wine last year. That's bad.
That is a huge first world problem. You do not want that to happen.
No.
The weather is always something to be considered. During this time of year, make sure that you take extra time, use caution, and of course, dress warm.
Yes, let's take a look at what's coming up tonight.
We're here at the Hyatt in downtown Indianapolis covering the 10th annual Champions of Diversity Awards banquet and after party.
I'm having drinks and learning more about the Alley Cat front room.
I'm here with Cynthia and we're at Country Kitchen and I cannot wait to dive into this soul food.
I'm here with Mark Fishback, who plays Santa Claus from Broadway Across America's Elf the Musical.
Hi, we're at Indiana Grand Racing Casino.
And I'm here with Haley Jonay
at my album release concert benefiting Helping Hands for Freedom.
We're here with Trooper Eder, recapping Christmas for Kids.
We're at Kilroy's and Broad Ripple, seeing if people are keeping to their New Year's resolutions.
Real Scene TV starts now.
Closed captioning brought to you by Red Lion Grog House in Fountain Square, the best English food this side of the pond.
When it comes to diversity, there are some companies who do the minimum while others go above and beyond. The Indiana Minority Business Magazine, the sister publication of the Indianapolis Recorder newspaper, is honoring 16 individuals, organizations, and institutions that have shown tremendous efforts in the areas of diversity and outreach.
We're really amongst true champions of diversity. Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about tonight's event. We just watched an incredible award ceremony. A lot of people were recognized for their work towards diversity. What does something like this mean to you?
Yeah. Diversity is so important, not just from an ethnicity standpoint, but also from our perspectives and viewpoints. I think especially relative to business, it's important because it really helps businesses grow. And if businesses are growing and thriving, then Indianapolis is being better, Indiana is being a better, more improved state. So I just think it's just really beneficial. The Indiana Minority Business Magazine is all about diversity. We're the only publication regionally that focuses on, that is inclusive of all minorities. So that's the Hispanic community, that's the Asian community, Native Americans, Caucasian women. So it's very important to really educate those audiences, educate the general population, the majority, to understand and be receptive to diverse perspectives as well.
And the Indianapolis Recorder has been around for more than 100 years now. It's been groundbreaking since day one, and it continues to kind of be a trailblazer.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's not easy, especially in this climate with the media, but I think what really helps us is we're a niche audience. We have a very specific demographic, and even though we're focused primarily on African Americans, we have about a 30% Caucasian readership, but I think what also contributes to our longevity is just staying true to our mission and really working to educate the community in general about, you know, healthcare and education, politics, religion, just really educating to really empower the public.
And what do you feel, you talked about healthcare, education, what do you feel is one of the more pressing issues today that has to do with diversity or lack of?
You know, I think we still are having an issue in the workforce, especially with women. You know, there's a lot of studies nationally about how women are not really advancing to the degrees that we should, and I think it's because there's still somewhat of a good old boys club. We're beginning to be a little bit more inclusive, but not as much. So I think that's still a very big issue.
Traveling 1,000 miles across the great state of Indiana in his wheelchair to raise money for survivors of childhood abuse.
Diversity means a little something different to each of us. For you, what is diversity and how important is it?
Diversity basically, to me, is providing the opportunity for every individual to be fully included in every aspect of society. And that's important to me personally, certainly, because I have a disability. And so looking at accessibility and looking at opportunities for people with disabilities to reach their highest potential, that's really important to me.
So now that we're going to switch gears a little bit, now that you received your award and we went through this ceremony and everybody congratulated and we learned a lot, Are you ready to party?
I am so ready. I was in awe of the other honorees. Now I'm really ready to party.
Looking for a place to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner in Indy? Country Kitchen's Soul Food Place serves beloved recipes passed down through generations. Succulent and tantalizing flavors for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with all the fixings made from scratch.
What do you think has happened to make Country Kitchen such a huge landmark here in Indianapolis?
I think first of all, Country Kitchen is inclusive. Yes, we do have Southern type foods, but I think when you're in business, you have to be inclusive of everyone. So when people come in, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, they feel at home.
Wow.
And we try to make them feel at home.
Now you've had tons of celebrities that come through Indianapolis stop here at Country Kitchen. Just to name a few, who stands out to you?
Then Senator Barack Obama, when he was running, he came. Cat Williams, the Colts players, we have the Pacer players.
Wow.
During Super Bowl, Peter King, Shannon Sharp, a lot of the major figures in the athletic world were here. So we have a very, very diverse clientele.
Now Country Kitchen also does charitable work. What are some things that you guys get involved in during the holiday seasons?
The biggest thing that we do is our Christmas feeding. We fed last year 2,300 people.
Wow.
And we also gave away hats, gloves, and socks to many of them. So that started in '08.
Okay.
And it's grown from 1,000. One year we did over 2,500, and we expect to do 2,500 this year.
That's amazing, amazing.
It is.
What are some of your top dishes here at Country Kitchen?
I think the #1 seller is our catfish. It's a special catfish that we buy, and people really enjoy it. Our chicken wings, we deep fry them until they're golden brown and tender and succulent, and they're just wonderful.
Golden brown.
And last but not least, I think one of the major hits here at the restaurant is our pork chops. And we use a special seasoning for those also, and people just come in and really, really enjoy them. Our greens are picked daily. The only thing we use from a can is green beans.
Okay.
So when you're eating the yams, when you're eating the greens, when you're eating the corn, everything is fresh.
Wow.
You know, fresh vegetables. We have people back there picking greens all day long, shucking corn, cutting corn off the cob. So our niche, I believe, is that we use fresh vegetables.
That is amazing.
We don't use pork in our food, and so that's a big hit for people because a lot of people don't want to eat pork anymore. And we're a soul food restaurant, traditionally cooking Southern meals, but we do have food items for those people who are watching calories or who don't want to eat the traditional fried food.
The atmosphere is very, very homey. The food is delicious. I'm most excited and privileged to have this interview. Well, thank you so much, Cynthia, for this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Serving some of the best soul food around, nationally known Country Kitchen is the go-to spot for Southern style food. Indianapolis staple, the Alley Cat Lounge, has grown up in Broad Ripple and has now opened the doors to the Alley Cat Front Room, a warm and inviting twist on an old favorite.
I'm grabbing drinks with Lori Davis here from the Alley Cat and the Alley Cat Front Room, which is a new part to the Alley Cat. What is the difference and what are some of the similarities between the Alley Cat and the Alley Cat Front Room?
Well, there are a lot of things that are the same. We share the same menu, we share some of the same staff. We just took the Alley Cat that everyone knows and loves all these years, and we've added an additional space to it. And when we did that, we decided to make it a little bit different atmosphere. and offer a few different things as far as beer and wine and drinks in the new space that we couldn't really do in the old space. So it's same old good Alley Cat, just better.
I like that. I like that. And if people, they love the wings, they love the burgers, they can still get that here in the Alley Cat front room.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, if they want maybe a different kind of drink that maybe more mature, we'd say, they can obviously come here to the Alley Cat front.
Yes, they can. I mean, we've upgraded our wine selection on this side, and probably one of the biggest differences is we are able to offer draft beer in the front room, whereas we've not had that capability in the old Alley Cat portion. So we can be a part of that craft beer craze, boutique wine craze, and of course we've got all the great bourbons on the other side, but we're even trying to offer even more bourbon on this side because that is what is crazy out there right now, is bourbon.
Well, that makes sense. My drink is fantastic. You made it, Manhattan. It's absolutely delicious. And you're trying a new wine tonight, testing it yourself.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Just trying to offer a little bit more laid-back area. We've limited TVs. This is not a sports bar. This is just a really nice place to hang out, sit in leather chairs, be comfortable, have a great atmosphere just to sit here and sip cocktails and have some great conversations.
And you guys are family owned. This is a big part of the community here in Broad Ripple since 1977.
Yes, yes. My father bought the place in 1977. We've been here ever since. My cousin and I now are steering the company. So we have roots very deep in Broad Ripple. And I mean, I was a teenager when my dad first came into the area. So I feel like to some degree I have grown up in Broad Ripple and have seen all of its ups and downs, and the ups far outweigh. I would encourage anyone to come to any bar restaurant in Broad Ripple. You will have a great time.
Well, I enjoy myself every time I come to Broad Ripple, and I will most certainly be making sure that the front room is on my list of places to stop.
That is fantastic.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for taking the time and actually enjoying this beverage together.
Awesome, thank you.
When you head out in the city, we want to know where you're going and what you're doing. Tweet us, Facebook, or send us Insta selfies to let us know where you are in Indianapolis.
Coming up after the break, we have a look at a CD launch at the Indiana Grand Racing and Casino. TJ takes to the streets to learn about your New Year's resolutions, and we give you a behind-the-scenes look at Broadway across America.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging.
Haley Jonay is an outrageously talented 16-year-old singer-songwriter, an undeniably brilliant spark of light who has played in a wide variety of venues, including the Indiana Grand Racing and Casino.
I told myself it would be different. Last time I was naive and young, but 11 months later...
I am here with Haley Jonay at her CD release show. Exciting stuff.
I'm so excited. I'm so grateful.
And you have teamed up with Helping Hands for Freedom for multiple different events. What makes this one so special?
It makes it special because not only is this my debut album, it's my release party. All my friends, fans, family are here, so that's exciting in itself. But Helping Hands, they are here and they've said it that they want to support me. And I've done a lot of things and done a lot of shows with them, and so it's almost like it's just the normal thing to have them a part of it. It's no question. Of course I want them to be a part of it. So a portion of proceeds are going to them tonight, and it's just so special that they can be a part of it.
You handed a check over for $1,200 to Helping Hands for Freedom.
Just this week I handed them a check for $1,200, which was generously donated by great sponsors, Craven Hoover and Blazik, attorneys at law, So Generous, and Early Wine Mortuary in Greenfield, Indiana, also in Fortville. Like I said, they are just all so amazing and so generous, and I'm so grateful, not just for myself that they wanted to do that, but that went to Helping Hands for Freedom, which is such a beautiful cause.
Where do you get your music inspiration from?
Well, I've been singing since I was like 3, and I started writing songs when I was about 13, and my inspirations, those are everyone from Johnny Cash to Taylor Swift to Ed Sheeran to Lady Gaga.
If you could describe your album in just one sentence, how would you describe it?
Oh man, That's not the sentence. A melting pot of amazing, marvelous sounds that will hopefully please the ear and the soul of the listener.
Great. You are a songwriter.
Thank you.
If we were to want to check you out online, are you on Twitter, Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. So you can go to any of those, Haley Jonay, and then you can go to my website too.
Can we check you out on Spotify?
Yes, and that's like such a dream come true because I'm always listening to Spotify, and now my music is on there, which is like, what? So that's pretty cool.
Where do you want to take this music career? Do you want to go big, like real big, or just stay here local?
I think I want to go wherever, and it's going to sound super cheesy, wherever the wind takes me, I suppose. For me, it's about affecting people in the best of ways with my music. If I just know that one person heard my song and it made their day better and they totally related and they could connect with my words, that does it for me. I mean, I could stop there and I'd be so incredibly satisfied, so that's important.
Indianapolis touts a hotbed of vibrant and trendy music with intimate stages, large venues, and a seedy underground. Keep watching Real Scene TV for more of the music scene.
Don't go anywhere, Indianapolis. We still have TJ out on the streets of Indy, a look at a special project for Helping Hands for Freedom, and behind the scenes of Broadway Across America's Elf the Musical.
I am DJ Metronome, and you are watching Real Scene TV.
Helping Hands for Freedom has a strong presence on Real Scene TV, and we spent time with them over the Christmas holidays as Helping Hands for Freedom gives back.
Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman take center stage in a world full of superheroes. A superhero to a child at Christmas looks more like this than Marvel's version of icons. Helping Hands for Freedom teams up with Trooper Bartram Memorial Foundation to present Christmas for Kids in 2014.
We're gonna go shopping, bud. Are you gonna get a Ninja Turtle today? You like that one? It's a squishy one. I know you like Batman.
The children are paired with local heroes from the police departments, fire departments, and members of military for a day of shopping and fun.
I've been part of the Trooper Bartram Memorial Foundation now for, well, since Trooper Bartram was killed in the line of duty back in 1998. His sisters started this program, the Trooper Bartram Christmas for Kids. Pat always went shopping with the kids every year through various organizations, and so they wanted to carry on that tradition and actually name that in honor of him. So this year we partnered with Helping Hands for Freedom and Darren Fishburne's group, and we were able to take 100 kids, actually about 109 kids, shopping this year. So we kind of split it up between us. I recruited a ton of state troopers and local police officers, many of them which are on their days off today that come in to help out. And then a lot of other volunteers that are friends and family and through our church groups to come in and help with the shopping today.
How much usually does a kid get to spend as far as per child?
It's right around $100. Some of the troopers went a little bit over, but they took money out of their own pockets to supplement that. So we're spending around $10,000 a day on our shopping event.
Helping Hands for Freedom has been a program, it's a mentorship program for families of the fallen, of the wounded, multiply deployed. We have a lot of different things that we do. Anything from, as you see here, a Shop with the Cop and Soldier program that we have for first responders, for kids, you know, that are less fortunate. They don't have the things, or they're the son or daughter of a fallen officer or a fallen warrior. We just try to provide for them in any way we can necessary. And that there's a lot of different things that we can do for that. And it's something that we enjoy doing. I mean, when you look around and you see the kids smiling and laughing, and, you know, I was in the toy aisle with some of them and just, they're trying to decide what they want. I mean, that's what we're there for. We're there to make sure that the kids are taken care of, the families are taken care of, and try to make this holiday a little more special for them.
To find out how you can volunteer or donate to Helping Hands for Freedom, take a look at their website. Broadway Across America Indianapolis never disappoints viewers, and their production of Elf the Musical brought cheer to the hearts of attendees.
This musical is based upon Elf that came out in 2003, but it's different than the film. Tell us a little bit about how you guys incorporated new material inside a very iconic film.
One of the main things that affects me directly is that the Bob Newhart character in the film, who plays Papa Elf, acts as the narrator, and he gives you all the backstory. Now that fell to Santa, so I actually opened the show. I'm the first thing that people see, and so I kind of set the tone of how the show's going to go. So I have to be ready to hit him with some laughter, get him with some fun right off, and then when Buddy comes on, it's his show, because it is called Buddy the Elf, not Santa the Elf, yes. Right. So we got to make sure that we set up his story correctly, and we have a great opening number with Santa and the Elves, which sets Buddy entrance. Buddy has a great entrance. He just has a spectacular, hey, I'm here and I'm ready to go. It's my show. Let's go. So it's really fantastic. We have an amazing set, which is actually designed to look like a pop-up book, because Santa is telling the story of Buddy the Elf, and so when he opens up the page, things pop up and it's in the same style as the set. There's never a dull moment. There's always something flying. There's always something being positioned into place. There's never more than 5 or 10 minutes in any one scene. And the next thing you know, here comes an amazing set piece. Here come, city sliders. Here comes the Empire State Building. We travel with the Empire State Building. And it's really big, and it's really bold, and it's all cohesive. It has a great look to it. All the costumes are designed actually by Greg Barnes, who is currently represented on Broadway in the new Aladdin for Disney. So we have, professional everything. It's a great show. If you come to our show as a Grinch, you're gonna walk out an elf.
I like that.
And if you don't, there's something wrong with you.
What's very special about this show, being here in Indianapolis, is you are a Hoosier.
I am.
Your roots are here.
Yes, I was born in Muncie. I grew up in Speedway on the west side. Hey, Speedway.
Hey, Speedway.
Hey. I went to Ball State for college, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to be happy. I'm going to go out. I'll be poor as a church mouse, but I'm going to be happy, and I've acted ever since. That's how I pay my bills now. This is my second national tour in a year, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm just getting started.
Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
It's been such a pleasure getting to talk to you, and I've been dying to say this all night long. Santa, I know him.
He knows me.
I know this guy.
That's the story of Buddy the Elf.
Broadway Across America's production of The Illusionist is currently running in Indianapolis. The last shows are tomorrow at 1:30 or at 6:30 at the Murat Theater at Old National Center. You can buy tickets online.
Stay with us for the last segment of the night. After the break, we hit the streets with TJ and talk about your resolutions.
Clothing for Real Scene TV, brought to you by Plato's Closet. Visit us on East 96th Street in Fishers.
Every year we recognize faults within ourselves, bad habits, and mannerisms that we really want to change. TJ goes out into Indianapolis to find out how people are doing with their New Year's resolutions.
We're here at Kilroy's in Broad Ripple asking people about their New Year's resolutions. Did they have one? Are they sticking to it? Let's see the verdict.
It was really to lose weight, but as you can see, I'm at Kilroy's eating.
Are you keeping up with that?
As of now, no.
Not with these Kilroy's resting.
No, not at all.
Better finances.
Yeah,
save more money. Less shopping, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Let me get in on that finance. I'm going to tune in on that.
To watch the Creighton Blue Jays break their 7-game losing streak. That's my resolution.
To treat everybody the way I want to be treated.
Oh, that's nice. Have you not been doing that?
Well, I fall off every now and then.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
No, I do not.
Did you have one last year?
Yes, and it was no pop for a year, and I did it.
You did it! Congratulations!
Thank you.
I have a couple.
Okay, what are they?
I was going to drink a little bit more beer and put on a couple pounds.
Is that any different from your 2014 resolution?
It's exactly the same.
Has it been the same every year?
For a long time, yes. And I got proud to say I've succeeded every time.
Oh, that is awesome.
Pretty standard, just maybe drop a few LBs is what I call it. Yeah, pounds.
Is that any different from your 2014 resolution?
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
Do you feel like since it's the end of January, are you sticking to it?
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, pretty good.
You know, honestly, with the New Year's resolution, I don't even make one. I just go with life. I just go with it.
To stop drinking?
I guess that's not lasting.
That's not working too well.
Did it make it past the first week of January?
I didn't make the first day.
Thanks for watching Real Scene TV. Be sure to keep up with us on our Facebook and other social media to find out the things that are happening with Indiana's premier entertainment show.
We will see you in a few weeks back on the couch to tell you more about the Circle City.
And if you're up watching Real Scene and you're up right now hanging out with us on this couch, give yourself 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo! Good night, guys. Peace out, what up? From the South Pole to the North Pole. Word. I'll take that. Thank you, ladies. I've never twerked. Wait, that's a lie.
TJ's working them streets like she do. Country Kitchen. Serving up some soul food.
Take 54. Keep them coming.
Don't expect that very often.
Did I get the last word?
No.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.